And when I connect with someone that can talk to me at the same level, that for me was super honest. And I embraced that. I was so attractive to the conversation, to the person. And I said, okay, I want to know more. I want to know more about you. This is amazing. I didn't share with her back then. I said, I'm going through the same with my marriage. My marriage is not, we already separated now. I'm going through so much. And at the same time, I know there's so many good components of, what we have in this marriage, but that is part of me that I need to be honest with myself. So that was my personal decision, and I was already navigating through expanding to a direction that I don't even know where we're going, but I had to be honest, and that is a difficult thing to do because you're dealing with someone that you love as well, and you have to to cut the connection in a way that sometimes is going to be hurtful, and then on the same, can I make just a reference here of
Yeah.
something? I was sad and upset when I read there was an article that came out, super mean. First of all, if you're going to put an article out there, just get the right information before you're going to write something, because it can damage a lot of people along the way. And it was super hurtful to me, and I believe, to everyone involved. I don't know where that came from, but what was said in there was not complete lie. It said that Braunwyn came in the middle of my relationship, broke up, the marriage. She has nothing to do with it. My marriage was already, going to different directions. I even, was dating someone else even before Braunwyn. For some reason, the person that gave, the interview had to link to a person that has, is in the public eyes, because nobody would talk about Fernanda and Kathy, right? So it was so mean, and it was not truth. And I felt, I felt that I wish people could get the information before they put out there something that is so important, And that's what I want to say about that bad article.
Well, that's why you're here behind the velvet rope. That was literally one of my questions. I personally don't believe anything I read. That's just me. Like, I speak to people directly, but that was literally one of my questions, because I did see that article.
Thank
So
you. Yeah, and I was shocked about it. And the way it was written as well was a lot of emotions into that, and someone source close to the fame. So I don't know. I'm not going to speak my mind of what I believe, but I just want to say that that was a lie. My marriage was already going to a different direction, and because of my personal journey, and I wanted to do that with grace. There was no cheating, there was no lying. And my ex and I, we were talking about, our differences, and we were just not aiming to the same goal.
who do you think did that article, or this source close to the family that they keep saying?
I cannot assume, but was someone that wanted to maybe put me in a bad situation. I think it was more personal, close to me, than anything to do with Braunwyn.
And when you're sitting there on your first date and someone says, because you've never watched the show, like you said, I have 7 kids. So let's just pause there for a minute. I have a husband. We live together. We have an open marriage, whatever it is. I'm in recovery. I've been there less than a year. I mean, this is, like you said, all these things. You didn't want to run.